How about that? Is that good?
60 seconds.
All right. So you got to move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I'm about to go on the air. What's up? What's going on? You okay? Oh. Okay.
Walking down the street.
All right.
How you doing today?
I got them District 2 blues.
Don't we all?
All right, you got the dude, and along with Lynn Sumner on Marshall County Watch, WKRA 92.7, people helping people, and we definitely trying to help people, and we trying to get people to get out and vote so we can change a whole lot of things going on in Marshall County.
Right.
And we got our disclaimer, so nobody won't be crying about that.
Nobody be crying.
What we got?
Yes. The views of Marshall County Watch at Vernon Brigg and Lynn Summer are not necessarily those of 92.7 The Change. And we welcome you to call in and give us your view.
What's our number?
Our number is 662-622-2192. Again, that number is 662-622-2192.
All right, call in so you can be a part of this. I didn't make it to the meeting last, Monday, but Lynn was there. We always going to have somebody there to find out what's going on. And it was a whole lot of something going on as usual. And like I was telling y'all, look, Vernon Briggs was the supervisor. He'll be doing what he's doing right now. Every week, y'all will know what's going on. But I've been told that you wouldn't be a good supervisor, Vernon, because you talk too much. You show too much of your hand. But what hand do I have?
Well, I think that's what we need. I think we need a show of hand.
I think so too. I mean, you can't tell the people. What do you mean by show too much, man? Well, you can't tell the people everything. But we're using their money, though.
And they voted for you to tell them everything.
That's what I thought. But they say I'm showing too much of my hand, that you can't tell the people everything, but so that means I'm deceiving them.
That's right.
I don't want to be deceptive.
If you don't tell me the truth, then what are you telling me?
They call it a lie.
Okay, that's what I want to do.
But I mean, I would do the same thing that I'm doing right now. Right. Every week I would be here telling you. Like the stuff that just went on the board meetings where we stopped in the middle of a board meeting having an executive session.
Yeah, we have the little.
And then come back out and the decision change. Well, if I were the supervisor, I'll be here now telling you what happened in that secret meeting.
Yeah.
But that's why they don't want me to be supervised, because I show too much in my hand. I tell the people too much.
Just so we all know, there was a group of people from the Chickasaw Trail area protesting the fact that this big billionaire developer wanted to put a Love service station truck stop at Barringer Road and 302. And there's a lot of homes out there. There's a lot of potential homes out there.
Okay.
I think there's over 80 homes now, and it's zoned for over 400, I believe. So they asked the man to do a road study. He did a road study for the amount of people that are there now, not the amount of people, the potential of the traffic. And it was going toward the citizens at first. You know, they was concerned about big trucks coming in and out, and, you know, the possibility of accidents and tearing up the roads. Johnny Walker actually brought up the fact that there's a truck stop here in Hollow Springs, and they're always tearing up the roads because when they make that turn, they
Yeah.
miss it a little bit, so they cut off.
Well,
part
you
of
got
the street.
80,000 pounds on there, and
You're gonna do
turning
that,
like
yeah.
that. I mean, being a truck driver, I know it's gonna tear the road.
It's gonna tear, and that was one of his complaints, and it was going toward the citizens. The citizen asked for if they could get a better road study,
Right.
which they weren't supposed to. The man was supposed to come equipped with everything that he had, and if he didn't have it, they were supposed to vote it down.
Right.
So it was going that way, and all of a sudden they decided to come in with the secret meeting,
Oh.
the executive session.
The one that I would be in and come back out and tell
And tell everybody.
Okay.
Well, when they went in there and they came out, they got what they wanted. The
billionaire got what he wanted.
billionaire got what he wanted, and forget about the residents. And that right there kind of set the tone of the whole meeting. Nobody wanted to hear anything else.
And so that's why, like I said, we got to vote and we gotta cut this out. I mean,
yeah, the supervisors got to start giving the people what they want.
But speaking on that, that's the reason why we've always, since we've been on there, always had an open door deal for all politicians to come on and tell what's going on. Basically, like I said, I would do.
Right.
Come on and tell the people what's going on and stop all this secrecy and be transparent like they say they are, but nobody really never is. And now it's one of those use it or lose it. And now we got to rescind the our policy of, hey, if you a politician, you can come on here for free and tell the people what you need, what you want. Now our powers that be that we can't do that no more. Hey, y'all done did it for months. Nobody's taking advantage of it. Well, we can't really say nobody. Miss Balfour, Mr. Zinn, Mr. Glover has taken advantage of it. No other politician has, but you don't use it, you lose it. So now we can't do that no more.
Or potential politician.
Or potential politicians. We can't do it for anybody that's a politician or a potential politician no more. We can't do it.
Okay.
So, hey, y'all didn't use it.
Now we lose.
Now you lose it. And then I like to thank some people. You know, I like to thank Bahalia, the real Bahalia, the real Holly Springs. They don't let us post on their page no more.
Really?
They don't. I think Russ College, I think, is a part of that. And I gotta think it's this female. She's some kind of connection to Johnny Walker named Teresa. I like to thank her too because she makes my point every week. I mean, every week she makes my point.
We take every little help we can.
Johnny don't have to listen to you.
Aren't you in District 2?
I'm in District 2. He don't have to listen to me. He don't have to answer your call. He don't do this. You making my point. He's not a good leader because he took an oath to represent District 2 in Marshall County. Mm-hmm. So if he excludes me or anybody else he disagree with, Teresa, you making my point. He's not a good leader.
You know what? We should get that oath and post it. So that they
exactly
know
what he's supposed to be doing. Yes, what he swore to do. No,
yes.
Swore to do.
Okay.
But so Teresa said he don't have to represent me. Thank you, Teresa. I mean, he sees some kind of, because she said, now listen to the conversation. Vernon Briggs, which is me. She said Vernon Briggs because she don't know. Mm-hmm. No matter what you say, they're gonna vote, meaning you guys, for Johnny, meaning she's got a personal relationship with him because she just called him Johnny. They're gonna vote for Johnny no matter what, ha ha ha, emoji with tears coming out of both eyes. Does that mean we're a joke?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way I took it.
Oh, we can't make up our own mind.
We can't make up our own mind.
We would make up our mind.
But no matter what he does, no matter what, meaning you guys, are going to vote for Johnny.
Do or don't do, actually.
Oh, Mr. Glover, here's when you're ready. Oh, give us well, he's got to go. Come on in. We can talk to you right now.
Yes.
Hey, come on in.
Doing.
All right.
Get one
of the chair right there, Red.
We didn't have a pour one over here.
No, it's trapped behind there. Come on, this right here in the middle, right here. We got a guest, and
It's part of our get out the
Hey,
vote,
how you doing?
register to
I'll get out the vote
How you
thing right
doing?
here, and we got the man himself, Red Glover. He's pushing for people to get out and vote. And how you doing today? Why, you
Good,
smell
man.
good, looking good?
Oh, man, I'm about to head to a graduation.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like Mario Jeffrey's son is graduating.
All right. Happy graduation there, Mario Jr. I guess your name's Junior, but hey, Mario's son, hey, congratulations.
We have a lot of seniors graduating. I'm so
Oh,
proud of all of them.
Congratulations to all the seniors
Yes,
that graduated.
yes.
Mhm.
So what you got
Come
for
on
today,
here.
Mr. You on?
Yeah.
Right.
You're on. Oh, I think this is you right here, Red.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is you right here.
All right, how's it going?
Oh, it's going good. It's
Good,
going good.
good,
We got, look, our views are really going up because we got a couple of other stations that are kind of blocked us, the real Holly Springs, by Hayden. And then next thing you know, we getting anywhere from 10 to 15 people every day. So thank you guys. You're running your viewers over to us. Thanks. We appreciate that.
Absolutely.
And the reason that I invited you on is that we're trying to get more information about registering to vote and what we need to do, how we can do it. You know, our voter registration numbers are so low and that we have to try and enhance them somehow.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Well, me, myself, and young ladies, a couple of young ladies, 3 young ladies actually, that work very, very closely. Renee Jones and her daughter, Alicia, who just, congratulations again, Alicia. She just graduated from Northwest and decided to bring her talent back to here in Hollywood.
Bring it back home.
She have a food truck and she just 22 years old.
Nah, I love it. I love it.
And so Alicia Jones and her mother, Renee Jones, and also Miss Nail Owens.
Okay.
And, you know, you guys, I don't know if you know Nail Owens. And shout out to her sorority sister, Delta Theta Sigma.
All right.
We appreciate you all. We are doing early voting, early campaign and voter registration. Thank you so much. And they are the ones whose main pivotal point that's, I call it my ace in the hole.
Okay.
Those 3 I call it my ace in the hole. And they're working now to get, we have registration forms if you don't want to go to the circuit court office. And right now, I think we have picked up since, don't quote me on this, since the last couple of months, I think we have registered like 40 something people.
That's
so
wonderful.
And so they got it. We still got applications that's out. Again, my number is 662-544-5670. If you need any more information, need someone to pick you up, anything. Either one of those people will pick you up and take you, and they just out soliciting and things right now. But I don't have any forms and things with me because actually I've just been running. And Miss Jones and her daughter them has those forms.
Now, Lynn and Raven were talking about possibly having a registration here. I mean, would that be something you would be interested in?
I would be more than happy to engage in that.
All right.
And I think that's a wonderful idea.
The registration form, do they need to fill them out and get them notarized or anything? How does this work?
Yes. They usually, the ones that we have, we usually takes them up there.
Okay.
But you can go ahead and get them registered and certified. And then I could take them up there myself.
Okay.
So you did it here. They had a drive here. You can do it here, and they just give them to you, and then you take them up there.
Yes.
So we just need to get that set up. A day set up to do that.
Perfect.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
And I would have all the forms that we possibly can have, and we'll just go.
Well, just let us know when you want to do it, and we can do it while we're on the air, and have the tent set up here, and then we can do that.
It's on you guys.
And promote it.
It's on you guys. Just need like a week of notice.
Right.
Just everything.
And that work beautiful.
Yeah, I'd be more than happy to come on and work with you guys on that. And it's important.
Yes,
it's
definitely.
Important.
Because we don't feel short in a lot of areas, and it's because of really just the way we're voting.
Yes.
And the lack of.
I think, as long as I've been out here and see the dynamic of things, I think the youth are a little bit more hungry now, so to speak. They are,
and they should be.
Yeah.
They're missing out on a lot.
And I've heard so many of them have came to me because everybody called me Uncle Red.
Right.
But so many of them has come to me, and they just ready to go and vote. And a lot of them just never voted.
Right.
I have young men, 25, 26 years old,
Never vote.
never voted.
Mm.
Young men and ladies never voted.
But a lot of people
And
think
they're-
that that's their parents' job, but then they don't realize right now, if you're
They
18,
are.
hey, if you're a
Right.
parent or not, it's
Yeah.
time for you to step up and vote because you're voting for yourself.
Right. And I think now I've seen in the last few months, and honestly, I have seen the drive, the motivation, where they actually ready to go and do it.
Yes.
You know,
Oh,
it's just
not
about
bad.
talking to them, letting
Right.
them know how important.
When
it
they
is.
walk around and look around and see nothing, that's because you're not voting.
Mhm.
Right.
'Cause
And like you said, the young lady that graduated college and then bringing her talent back to Hollis Springs,
Mhm.
we got to let the 18-year-olds know that are graduating high school right now that they are full of power.
Full of power.
They
Absolutely.
can control what's going on. Even if you are going away to college, you can do an absentee ballot.
Right. Do something for your community.
Yeah, you don't have to, oh, well, I won't be there. It doesn't matter. You can still be here to vote. You physically, no, but your vote can still count.
Right.
Can you imagine you have, 100, 200 kids graduate from Bahia, 200 from Holly High, maybe 100 from H.W. Byers?
And 10 vote.
Parts
Yeah.
count.
Yeah.
And 10
Possibly.
And 10 votes.
Yeah.
And that's why I say now, previous, because I've been working campaigns for a long time, but in previous election, we didn't have that importance amount. You know, I was out there doing things, but not to this effect.
Mhm.
We didn't. I mean, I could go out and encourage,
But see, you
But
need
when
to
we have
educate voters.
educate voters, absolutely. But when you have a collateral of people together that's pushing this thing,
Yeah.
it makes a difference.
Well, it's stronger this time.
It's stronger this time, and I'm not kidding with you. These youngsters are excited. A lot of them that I'm talking with and have contact with, they are very excited.
And especially look what they're missing out on
They're very
because
The
not
power
because
that
they
they
haven't
have.
voted.
I think you'll see the difference in the polls. You'll see the difference in the polls next year. You know, we have the qualifying starts in January of next year. The election is August the 3rd. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
August 3rd, early voting start in the middle of June of next year. And we just gonna have to just push this thing. And I mean, whoever you decide to vote for, just long as you vote. You know.
Exactly.
Listen,
I was
it
just
doesn't-
about
I'm
to
not-
say that. It's not that I'm voting for Mr. Glover
Yeah.
or Mr. Briggs. It's just I
Right.
have the power. It's
right.
my power.
And
you
I
know?
tell people, if you vote for me or not, as long as you vote.
Vote.
But see, I was going to say that in another segment in the show to where somebody said, well, you know, a certain politician don't have to do anything or listen to me or whatever. But I was getting ready to say the thing is I like about Red Glover. Red Glover said, well, you vote for me or not, I'm here to work for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He has always.
Always said it. I mean, no matter who you vote for me or not,
And we have seen it.
and he has went out and he's done a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
We
Yeah.
saw it right
for
here
the-
on the air. That had something that had really nothing to do with him. We saw it right here on the air.
Yes.
He went above and beyond to assist this woman in getting this.
And it
issue
wasn't
taken
even,
care of.
yeah, it wasn't even in his job description, but he went and did it anyway.
And see, these are the type of politicians we need. That's gonna lend a hand, a helping hand wherever needed. Just because it don't affect me, I don't care. My kids don't have to play on it. Whatever. No, we're helping everybody.
Well, he
Yeah.
said he was for his
Yeah.
district and for the county.
Yeah, and, you know, and I even spoke with my fellow colleagues on that issue, and I think that we're working okay together.
But I mean, Red is real leadership. I mean, the stuff that you say is just real leadership. I
And,
mean,
and
you
yeah,
show that.
that's what I want. You know, I want us working together. I don't, you know, in your one news and
Right.
we're going to agree and disagree, but
course.
you know, and I always plead, let's work together.
Well, I'm gonna
These
say
people-
this,
these
and
people
I'm
are actually
saying it.
These people looking and watching this.
Yes.
You know, people.
More.
But I'm going to say this, and I'm saying it. It ain't really going well because what I see is the momentum only goes pretty much one way. And that's like when I say, well, I'm not running, but I say if I were running or I'm going to be across the board for everybody. I mean, but I'm going to halt stuff from going just one. No, we got to, when you say spread it around, let's really do that.
Spread the love.
Oh, we got a caller. Let's see who this is. Hold on one second. I answered it.
No, I hope you don't hang it up. Really.
All right, caller, what we got?
Let's see.
How y'all doing today? Listen, I want to say something. I listen to you sometimes, Brother Greg. This is Danny Lewis. They call me Danny Boy, so I'm calling Will D. And I want to tell you, I don't know you personally, but I know some of your family members. And I like the enthusiasm that you have with trying to bring people aware of things that's going on in the community. But I call in to say that these type of programs in the black community or in, I say predominantly black towns, are good for our people because we perish for the lack of knowledge. A lot of things go on that we are unaware of. I want to say it relates to Greg Glover there. I always like to give people they props and they say a kudos. I just like to give them honor where it's due. Greg Glover and I have been friends for a long time, and I have hung out with Red when Red was Red, but then I've also been with Red when Red has been supervisor Glover. Red Glover has done some things for the people in this community that a lot of people don't even know. It's very, very important to help us move forward as a black community. But what I want to say this, we're not preaching separation. I'm not, because I like people, I love people. But we got to understand something. We are always a minority unless we speak up. And it's a crying shame that for the past 30 years, the Board of Aldermen in Bahia has always had some black support or some black voice on it. And now there's no black elected official in the town of Bahia simply because we would not get up and do us right. And young people, let me tell you something. When you think that voting don't matter and you old people that's preaching that they gonna do what they want to do, you are wrong.
Absolutely.
Tony Moore, a good friend of mine that has spoke up for us ever since she's been on that board, lost by 11 votes to a person that somebody don't even know. You know why? Because only 14 black people in the town of Bahia voted in the election. Now, we can't put all this pressure on Red and Briggs and the radio station and those of us that get out here and work hard. We can't put pressure on them to get things done for us and fight for us. And we just gonna go in there and lay down after they fight. And I'm just saying that y'all stop criticizing each other and thinking about what you heard about a person in the past and what you know of some incident that have these petty differences. Put that stuff aside and let's start working together as a community.
Amen.
We need black representation. We need black representation. And if you don't have it, you can't complain. You can't do no talk. Ain't no need of talking about what they done with the $300,000 in Bahia. Ain't no need of talking about it now when you didn't have nobody there to represent you. When all you had to do is go sign your name, register the vote, and vote.
Thank you so
Lil
much.
D,
Thank you.
HW Byers, Lil D did the, I went to Lil D to promote it because we barely had a presence at the tailgate.
Mm-hmm.
I came to Lil D and Lil D promoted it on the radio when he was here. And that thing became standing room only. People were parked all downside the highway for that tailgate.
I didn't know that. I knew you. I guess I know your face, but I apologize for saying.
Yeah, you know my sister Bernice.
Yeah, I know Bernice.
Yeah.
Those are my people.
Yeah.
But I just want to say that, man, like, we got to stop complaining if we ain't going to do nothing.
Exactly.
We complain about everything. We complain. We find something to talk about. There's too much damn talking going on.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to help Red, get out here and help support Red. Don't sit back and because you heard something happen in the board meeting, go spread. I heard this, I heard that. Go to the board meeting.
Yes.
Go to the board meeting, man.
Well, that's why we go. So we go put it on our Facebook and our podcast, and we come on here and talk about it, let people know what's going on. Because it's at 9 o'clock, so a lot of people can't make it. But we try to let them know what's going on. But we appreciate you, Lil D, man, and.
Good job, and I'm telling you, generals and captains and leaders can't fight if they ain't got no soldiers.
Exactly. All right, Lil D, appreciate your call.
Thank you, Dan. Appreciate it.
All right, we got to take a station break, and we'll be back. Red, you going to be here?
Hey,
Oh, you got to go.
All right, wait, when we come back, I'll come.
All right, we're gonna be come back with Red Glover, and then he's got to go to his graduation. All right, we are at the station break.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm looking at you.
I thought you
Oh,
were
now. Hey, what's going on?
Man,
You
look.
got anything else for me?
No, we really just jumping on this voter registration.
We trying to
Hey,
run this,
listen.
trying to do that. We trying to run that
When
in the
can
ground.
we get started on it? Within the next couple of weeks?
Yes,
So
we should be.
in the next couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks?
Yes.
I would love to. I think
Well, let's do it in 3 weeks because in 2 weeks I'll be out of town.
And then
Okay,
this
we
is
got,
another
okay, no, we
real
got,
good get
well,
away.
we got
Yeah.
supervisor. We got the supervisor conference is in 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so let's a month.
Okay.
A month, say about a month. You have a
End
good
of
time.
June.
End
We'll
of
do
June.
it
End of June.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Because
and
I
then we
wanna
can
see
set up
if I
right
can't
here.
get some little sponsors to come and maybe serve hot dogs or something for the people that show up, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, what we need to do, leave that in my hand.
Okay.
As far as the
One
sponsor.
minute.
All right.
All right.
All right,
I'll be
really,
sir.
texting you then.
All right.
Okay, leave that in my hand. I'll see that happen.
All right.
Yeah.
Serve whatever.
Look, I tease Vernon that everybody in Marsh County related to me. So, you know, I call on them families, come up here and, you know, help out, do whatever you need help with. I'll leave it in your hand and we'll do what we gotta do.
But Miss Lynn, you got to keep me open now.
No.
Because I'll tell you, my mind.
No,
I know you got a lot of stuff.
I'll be
I'm serious.
texting and communicating.
Yeah, I'm serious. I'm serious. She does do that though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a good thing going. We want to keep it going.
Man, I'm not on air.
Now booking events for the upcoming season. To learn more or reserve your date, call 662-460-5647. That's 662-460-5647. Or visit
Am I there live?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, already know. Holly Springs. Follow the art as art to remembrance on
Figure
Facebook.
that out.
Your girlfriend.
Legacy Lives and Celebration Weekends.
Well,
Are we getting ready to come back? Oh, do yours. When we get up.
Okay.
All right, and we're back, and we got to thank Mr. Billy Ray Audrey for giving us this opportunity to come on here and look out for you guys.
Yeah.
And we also got Lewis
Lewis Plumbing said no job too big or too small at 901-486-4258. And if you want a sponsorship on our show, give us a call at 662-622-2192.
And we got to thank Arlene's,
yeah.
Miss Smith, for Denise Smith for letting us come out and sponsor her restaurant.
Yeah,
and then,
and
like I said, we can do the same for you. Just give us a call.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Glover.
Thinking
I mean,
of
we don't want to hold you up from your graduation. We don't want you to be late.
Thinking of when you called a friend of mine who gave me an opportunity. Spent a few years back, I guess about 5-6 years ago. You just mentioned his name, Mr. Billy Archer.
Yes.
I swear he's giving everybody an
He's gave me,
opportunity.
I used to work at his funeral home.
Oh, okay.
He gave me an opportunity. He called me one day, would you like to? Someone suggested me, would you like to? I said, yeah. But it wouldn't say, you know, I used to go pick up the deceased.
Right.
And so and I saw Mr. Billy I guess about 3 weeks ago. It was good to see him. Sometimes periodically I do call him on the phone.
Right.
Check on him. He's a wonderful man. Good man.
He is.
I
He
told
is.
him
He
that
did the
anything-
same thing for me, Red.
Did he?
I post something on Facebook. I was lost. He said, "You need a job,"
Yeah.
and that's how I end up with him. And like you said,
Good.
everyone has a good story about nostalgia.
Mm-hmm. He's
Yeah,
wonderful.
like I said, I would never thought about doing this if it wasn't for him.
He told me
Yeah.
you was one of his students.
Well, it was actually my brother Tim.
Oh, okay.
My brother Tim did. Because, look, about 100 pounds ago, me and Tim look a lot alike.
Yeah.
But it was my brother Timothy that he
Okay, I just want to say,
and my sister Bernice was in his class.
I just want to send shout outs to him.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
And
definitely.
Red, we know that you gotta go,
Yes,
but we're
ma'am.
gonna get this thing together with the voters registration. I think that's the most important thing
Yes.
we can do right now. We
It
can
is.
talk about what's going on, but
We-
power is in the vote.
and I put it to action, and
Yes.
let's go, let's roll,
Okay.
and you'll be surprised.
But this is clear
You would
community
actually,
leadership
you
right
would
here.
actually be surprised how the
Community
people.
leadership,
I think we could generate major voter registration by
Yes.
drive,
Well,
and I'm
yeah,
gonna
man.
continue to do that up until
Oh yeah.
they to
Everybody
actually
think
date.
that
So,
it's a long time. No, it's not. It's
It'll be
around
here.
the corner.
But Lynn ran the numbers. 33,000 people in Marshall County.
Citizens in Marshall County.
5,000 registered voters. 635 people voted.
Actually voted.
I think
We got to get those
And
numbers. I
honestly,
mean, less than 1,000 people.
I think the numbers would be higher this next election here in Marshall County. I really do. That's and it's just not black that don't vote.
Oh, no,
it's
it's
both.
not.
It's both.
Exactly. It's
Hispanic,
across the
black,
board.
white. It's across the board.
Yeah.
It's not. It's just not one race of people that don't
Mm-hmm.
vote. I encourage everyone, black and white,
That are
Hispanic,
eligible.
that's eligible to vote. To go, if you're not, go and get registered to vote.
Mm-hmm.
Because a certain amount of time when you don't vote, a lot of people don't know this until they get to voting day.
Right.
Is that if you hadn't voted in a certain amount in a few years in a couple of elections, yes,
Then you
they
just
take you off
roll
the
it.
road.
Yeah,
They
took you
purge
off the
you
road.
from the
Purge,
list.
that's what it is.
Yeah, they purge you from that, and people don't understand it. They think because they registered when they come out of high school and they
They're
don't
good
vote
to
until
go.
they get 28 years old, you purge.
Yes.
Your voting, you don't have a voting right.
Right.
So those are some of the things we also check on.
And Red, you were saying that you have been part of expungement clinics.
I have, yes.
So,
Yes, I
we
have.
need to do that.
Mhm.
Just because you have a boo-boo on your record
Mhm.
does not mean that you're.
Well, we
You
can
know,
do that at the
there's a-
voting drive. We're gonna
And
have. Can we do that at the voting
No,
drive?
not
I
the
think it's
expungement.
more.
You
yeah.
can't.
No, it's a
There's
little
more
bit
to it.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. And so, I've been a part of a couple of them, and people were
Mhm.
surprised. I have young men and young ladies right now
Mm-hmm.
that I've helped out in the process to get re-voted again. And those people sometimes they go and vote. I might have to go and knock on some of them doors now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And they might be living with their parents. This is a true story here. I have so many of them. And people wonder why, because I don't take no for an answer.
Mm-hmm.
So people wonder why I be kind of effective in this.
Mm-hmm.
Because for one thing, I don't take no for an answer.
Right.
Every youngster around here, you're going to notice they call me Uncle Red.
Mhm.
I don't care who they are, they're going to call me Uncle Red.
Right.
They may be living with their mom or auntie or grandmother, may be living with their fiance. When I knock on that door, she in her sleep. They can go in there, it's a true story right here. And this has happened so many times. And they say, well, tell Uncle Red to come back later on. Uncle Red don't leave until you get up and come on go. So this is something I want to talk about, but it actually happened. So let's go.
Yeah.
That's good. I love it.
Let's
Keep
go.
up the momentum. That's what we
That's right.
plan on
And
doing.
when you're slacking on that, last week I was supposed to didn't make it last week, and I wanted to talk about it. I'm excited about it, and I see how excited you all are about
Yes.
it. And that just when you have people like this, want to do something positive, want to make a
Yeah.
change in
Yeah.
different things, and that's what we need.
Strike while the iron is hot.
You
It's
can
real
believe
red
this.
hot right
You
now.
can believe this here if you never believe nothing else I say. It's going to be a difference in voting.
Yes.
I'm
No,
looking
again,
forward to it. I'm looking forward
again,
to
it doesn't matter who you vote for. You're gonna see those numbers pick up tremendously.
Yes.
And it will help people morale and the self-confidence to know that I played a part in this. I'm
Yes.
responsible for this. I can make this happen.
Mhm.
I'm part of making this happen. And then, they'll be more proud. It's, it ain't nothing gonna happen. I'm not gonna do anything. That's not true.
And like you say, I think I encourage people to come. I know it's 9:00 in the morning. The first and third Monday, come and see what your
Yes.
elected officials are doing.
Mhm.
Come to a board meeting. I encourage people
Yeah.
all the time to come to a board meeting. If you just want to come in and sit down and just listen and things, instead of getting you in your windows, give
Right.
you first-hand knowledge. And I see you guys are there, but one without the other, you still gonna be
Somebody,
Yeah.
you're gonna have a
Somebody
presence
will be
there.
And and things we sometimes vote on things that some people may not like, but when
Well,
I
you
vote,
can't please everybody
you
all
can't.
the time.
And my vote is about prosper, economic growth.
Yes.
Economic growth. I don't like the division. I don't like the division part. But for the most part, I have to say that I'm encouraging my fellow colleagues. Let's work closer together. Let's throw the innuendos out, and and just focus on our community, Marshall
Yeah.
County.
Yeah.
These people elected us for this, and I think that me personally, I get along pretty well with my fellow colleagues. But we have a difference of opinion. So.
That's
Well, I mean,
families. Families have a
But see, my
different-
thing is, I got something I want to say, but I don't want to drag you into it because I see a lot of people on the board and they really say a lot of stuff that along the lines of what they want versus what the people want. But you're not elected to say, well, I want this and I want that. But you there for the people, not for
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
And me myself personally, this is me speaking. I go with the people. I go with the majority.
Well, I mean, I heard you say that a lot.
And I do.
But it's some people that say, well, what they want personally,
But what I do,
and that it shouldn't be that.
What I do, me personally, what I do, I go and now they say, oh, why you drive the truck all day, every day? That's my job. And damn it, I'm going to drive it. I'm going to drive it till I drive it in the ground. That's my job, to go out and conduct and listen and answer calls every day. And so when I go out, before I make a serious decision, I would go out, and the majority, there may be 100 people, I would go out and ask these 100 people, if I got 80 of those people that's in compliance with yes or no, that's what I go with. And that's what I can
And
sleep
that
on.
makes
It's,
so
it's
much
kind of
sense
funny
to me.
that you say that
I'm
because
telling you, that's what I do.
But no, that's part of our show today. What I was saying that there's a lot of other people that this supervisor thing is their side job because they got other jobs. But this is your job.
All day long.
See, that's what I'm
every day.
saying. And that's the big difference between you and a whole lot of other people.
And that's in District 1,
And they
2,
look like it's a
3,
side hustle
4,
versus
and 5.
a job.
There's not just one area that I'm focused on. I'm
Right.
focused on Marshall County as a whole. 1,
We-
2,
we
3, 4, and
saying
5.
Yeah, we
So-
saying it. Because like I said, that's what you got it for, because this is your job. But like I said, some people, I feel, that's on the board, this is their side hustle.
I don't know. This is my full-time job.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what part of the show was going to be today, that we need people that this is their job. This is not their side hustle.
This is my job.
Because when you come in there and you say, well, I don't know enough about it. Why you don't know enough about it? Because this is your side job. So you haven't been focused on it.
See,
You're not looking at it every day. You're not out talking to the people every day. Because
Right.
this is not your job. This is your side hustle. We need more people that this is their job. Remember, they ain't got no job.
Yeah,
So this would be my full-time job.
I do.
So look, don't forget about it.
I do go and investigate things before I vote on it. I just don't make I have to make
Yeah, on a whim.
And just to go in and vote on something that I have no knowledge of. You got
That's
one
smart.
person telling me to do this, and I have no knowledge of it.
Right.
That's just not who I am, and they can do whatever they want. I am me, and that's what I'm gonna be. And I'm for everybody. I ain't just for this group of people here, this group of people here.
Well, we've heard you say
Every
that several
one of them.
times.
Black, white, it doesn't
In
matter.
your district,
Yeah.
not in your district.
Man,
I'm
I have
loving that.
I have a lot of just a lot of people. I have a tremendous amount of white support. Tremendous amount.
But that's
of
what
white
happens
support.
when you for
And
the
it picks-
people,
and it
period.
picks up, and I'm just gonna do what's right by people.
Yeah.
I like
You know,
that.
and I can live with that. I can sleep on it. I'm not the cutthroat. I'm not with it. It's just it. Just me.
And
But
we
I-
appreciate
yes,
you.
ma'am.
Well, we thank
know
you.
we gotta get
Come
out.
by.
I gotta
Hey,
get out of here. We gotta
Hey,
do
Red
it.
Glover, y'all. Hey, leader for the people. Period.
Thank you. I am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, Red.
Always a pleasure seeing
ma'am.
you.
Hey, look, man, appreciate you coming by. Red Glover, keeping it real on Marshall County What?
Yes.
Good deal. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you, and let's keep the work.
All right, we got you.
I'll be texting you.
Okay. Let me get out of here.
All right, Red, take it easy
I
now.
say-
See y'all.
All right.
Well, you know, I don't care what anyone say. Marshall County is on the move. And
It
it's
gotta
on the
be.
move with our young people.
It's gotta be because what we have had, and which is, and I think, like I said, we got a big roadblock in
Mhm.
District 2. I mean, we do. I mean, and we gotta, like I said, we gotta fix that.
We need some faithful, loyal leadership.
Right, and it can't be that. Well, Lynn, I don't like you because you said stuff. You know, some of that Donald Trump stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna persecute everybody that say something against me.
Went against me.
Right. And I
Instead
think
of
that's
being
what's going
corrected.
on in District 2, especially toward me.
Yeah.
Because, well, when did equality become decisive?
It's not.
When did fairness become racist?
No.
Because that's what they, well, Vernon Briggs, you're saying this, you're saying that. Okay, if you live in District 2 and you don't agree with Vernon Briggs, that's fine. But this is the thing. You don't have what the minorities don't have because of where you
Where
live.
you live.
Because District 2 is 70% minority. And I want this for the minority community that you live in.
Yeah.
So it affects you too. What I want for us and I want for you too, I want it for everybody. So don't get it twisted when I say minority, because I want to educate you that you don't have the same things we don't have simply because of where you live. And you're not going to get it. And because I'm going to vote for this guy because he look a certain way, he's still not going to vote to get us what we want. And that means you're not going to get what you want.
It's a domino effect.
Hey, a vote for Vernon Briggs, a vote for everybody. But he's not running.
Yet.
But I mean, I would be just like Red. I'll put some miles on that truck. Why would you just sit? I'm at your house. I'm in your neighborhood. I'm looking at what you got going on. I'm listening to what you're telling me. And I'm voting the way the majority of the people are telling me to vote. You can call me. But you can't call me if I'm on a bulldoze and I can't hear my phone. You can't call me if I don't like you and I'm not answering my phone.
I'm not going to answer my phone because I just don't like
Because
you.
I don't like you. I mean, look, hey, whoever, I'm listening to whoever. Because if you voted for me or not, I swore an oath to be for the people.
Yeah.
Not like Teresa said, oh, I ain't got to talk to you because I don't like you.
Yeah.
But like I said, Teresa, I like Teresa. I got to send a shout out to her because, like I said, she makes my point every time she texts me, it just makes my point. Well, you talk like, how do you know Johnny has all this money? Teresa, I'm pretty sure he's not walking around with his money in his billfold.
And we're
So
not
what are you
talking
talking
about
about?
his personal money.
But she, even that money, the 1.4, she insinuating that I'm insinuating that he has it in his pocket. How do you know he has this money? No, he don't have it. What are you talking about? But he had access to it to do what we want him to do. Oh, back to the ball field up in Mount Pleasant. It's magical. We talked about this. We talked about this ball field 2 weeks ago. The sign was 12 years worn. You couldn't even read it. The sign that I posted last week, brand new.
Brand new.
Magic. It was worn from 12 years. We talk about it, bam, new sign. But check this out. I will give y'all my prediction. This is what's gonna happen. There was some bulldozer work done a couple years ago out at Concord Church. And the price is it was about 2-3 hours of work. Bulldozer work is about $160 an hour, but let's bump it up to $200 an hour. So that was about $600 worth of work, right? All of a sudden, somebody stands up in church and says, oh, it was $3,000, $5,000, it was $10,000, it was donated. This man is a good guy. He did it for free. In the same breath, the price changed like 3 different times.
Yeah.
It was only 3 hours work, unneeded work, mind you. I didn't see the need for it.
So why was it done?
So talking points. So I can tell you, he's so great. He did this for free. but it wasn't needed, and it was just, and has never been done again.
I was just to say, what did you do on that part? What did
Nothing.
you develop on it?
Nothing. It look just like the ball field now, grown up now. You can hunt on it now.
So what was the purpose of you having
To
it
sucker
built
you
up?
into voting. See, we got these people in our community that are getting either access to somebody, getting money, or whatever they get. They're not doing it for free. But then they're coming and do that and then come into a church and sell you this to get your votes. I mean, people in your community are selling you out. They getting something, you're not getting anything. They're basically selling your vote. And like I said, if your pastor talked you into doing this again, get rid of it. If somebody in your community comes into your church to try to get you to do this again, just get up and walk away. You ain't got to argue.
Yeah.
Because this is what's going to happen. This is my prediction. That new sign and those trees and bushes around it,
They're gonna grade it off.
they're gonna disappear. They're gonna clean that off again.
You're gonna get excited.
You're gonna get excited.
Something's gonna
And
happen.
this is what we're gonna do for you in the community. And as soon as you vote, that grass gonna look like that again.
See,
What we got?
A new sign means little, yeah, until actual work begins on the project. That's the promise. Everything else is just distraction.
And that's what it is. They're gonna clean it off. They gotta put the new sign up now. After we talked about it, they magically put a new sign.
But we get
And they're gonna
happy when
push
we
it
see
off.
something.
But look, they're gonna let you see something. They're gonna push it off, and that's gonna be the end of it.
Yeah,
They're not gonna do it, push it off. And then look, you see it ain't happening now.
yeah.
It's gonna be around
but
election
You
time.
put the sign up there. Why not go ahead and finish the project?
There it is. They're gonna push it off, and they're gonna promise you the world, and then it's gonna look just like it looks now after you vote. Now look, you heard it here first. March County watching out for you. We already done told you what's gonna happen, how it's gonna happen.
Look, our time be flying by, but
That Red came in and ate up all our time. But we appreciate
we
Red though.
appreciate Red. He's stepping up to the plate.
But look, Mr. Zen, Miss Balfour, and Red are the only people that took advantage of our open door thing.
Yeah.
And but like I said, we had to pull it. You don't use it, you lose it. So now, hey, you gotta come on here. Hey, you got to go ahead and go through the proper channels, and to get on here, you gotta talk to our boss. You gotta go ahead and talk to Raven, and so you can get on here. Hey, we tried. Y'all didn't take advantage of it.
One thing before we go, another point from the supervisor meeting. Bahia mayor was in there, and they the board of supervisors decided that they don't have to let the homeowners in Bahia know that there's a big contamination problem in the area.
Hold up. I go buy a $400,000 house in Bahia, and the water is contaminated, and they don't have to tell me.
No.
And then my wife and kids and grandkids now drinking this contaminated water, and you don't have to tell me.
No, don't have to tell you nothing. And even the person that's digging your well don't have to tell you. So my whole thing, they got this little area gridded off in Bahia that one man took the initiative and got his well tested because something just wasn't right. And they found out that he had this chemical in there called TCE.
Solvent.
It's a cleaning solvent used in laundromats. I posted the whole article on the Marsh County Watch website. And if you read the article, the solvent, it disperses into the soil, it sinks down. It can be released back up to the air and turned into a gas. So if you think you're clear, just call, maybe I don't drink the water, I have a filter on my well, it does not mean anything. It can come back into your building, your workplace, or your home as a gas. Is there thoughts? None of them are actual acknowledged how the possibility of pushing out residents and developing is a very real thing. It truly is. It truly is. I just read that. But my thing is, anyone that's living in the Bahia area, I suggest you go out and get a test
Or if
kit.
you're thinking about buying, you need to be
Yep.
asking these questions about, about water safety and all this other stuff. But then there's another thing too that I need to get in before, because we got like about 6 minutes. We own a lot of property. I mean, did anybody know that the battery plant is owned by Marshall County? The property is. They bought 500 acres.
They probably know that.
How are we buying 500 acres and then we don't have a hospital, or we can't afford to do anything for its citizens? We can't do recreation for the citizens up there in District 2, but we bought 500 acres of land. Oh, it was along with the state, but still, Marshall County is part of that. We bought the old funeral home. I mean, where do we get this money from? We giving people, multiple people, 6-figure pay raises, but we don't have any money for its citizens. We acquired, they got the old Piggly Wiggly, but then on all this property that I've noticed that we're buying, they don't have the amounts that they paid for. Because see, on Piggly Wiggly, they said they acquired it. Did you just evict the people? Did you foreclose on it?
For taxes.
How did you, it was acquired. But they actually bought the funeral home, and they actually bought this 500 acres up there on Highway 72. But we don't have money for you. We don't have money for you. We don't have money for you. We don't have money for the citizens, but we can give our friends 6-figure raises. And then look, a lot of people don't. I didn't know that. I thought the battery plant owned that land. Oh no, battery plant don't own it.
Well, what can they do?
Vote.
Yeah.
Vote for Vernon Briggs. He gonna bring change to it. Change gonna come. You vote for Vernon Briggs.
And remember, I told
But remember,
you,
he ain't running though.
the fire supervisor has total discretion of what goes on with your money, taxpayers' money. 5 supervisors have total.
Red went over on us, and which we don't mind. So we're not gonna close with music today. We're gonna close with our station break that we didn't have.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna do that because we got look, our sponsor, we got to, oh my God, we got to, let him be known. And look, we got to get this, somebody done jumped the gun on. We mentioned stuff on our show, and then now somebody else going out trying to do it before we do it. Ain't that something? But ain't nobody listening to us.
No.
Ain't nobody listening.
Ain't nobody listening to us.
But we talk about this and the sign disappeared.
Yeah.
We talk about doing something, then somebody else do it before we're doing it.
Talk about the money, and all of a sudden
it disappeared,
amongst
yeah.
everyone. Yeah.
And we talk about the detention center, then it's on the news.
Maybe we need to keep talking about this hospital.
And maybe just something happened with that.
This hospital, huh?
Or this rec center.
Yeah.
But then we gotta go, and then we're gonna go ahead and do our station break. But we won't be back after this station break. But the thing is, like I said, with the ball field, could have been done 3 years ago, 2.5, whatever you want to call it. But now election is coming up. Now it's gonna be done with no money. Some dirt gonna be pushed around.
It's not gonna be done.
Oh, it's gonna be cleaned off. You're not gonna be playing.
Yeah, it's not.
But between now and election, I guarantee you, $100 against a nickel. It won't be no stadium out there with no lights and a dugout and doggone what's that? Where you eat at? The concession stand, bleachers, and all that. None of that fencing.
Yeah.
They're gonna push it off. You're gonna see a bunch of dirt, and that's what you got.
That's what you got.
All right. Until next, man. This is going. Maybe we need to do a 2-hour show. But until next week, stay safe and keep watch. The dude is Lynn Sumner, and we'll see you next week. Bye.